8:43 here at Big 550 KTRS. Last year, we had a band here in studio. They were out promoting Songs for Soldiers. It's a benefit concert. And I said, guys, anytime you want to plug that benefit concert, come on back. So guess what? They took us up on it. Dustin Rowe, back by popular demand, and Mark, who's a veteran. Guys, thanks for joining us here on KTRS.
Thank you.
Dustin, we'll start with you. You had this idea for this concert 4 years ago?
Yes, this will be our fourth concert next weekend.
What's the idea of the concert?
I was in Iraq from 04 to 05. Our unit had a really rough tour. A couple guys lost their lives, and one real big story, one of our friends, Matt, was actually taken POW and later executed, and they didn't find his remains until 2008. So it was a rough tour for the whole unit. I made it through it, obviously, and then on top of that, I came home to a really great hometown over in Columbia.
Right.
Great job right away, and I just didn't have to face anything like what most guys returning had to face, and I also was blind to it. And as I got older and a little bit more mature, I realized what was taking place with some of my friends that I was on Facebook and stuff. And
sure.
saw, man, there's a real issue here. I'm a musician as well. I was playing music all over the country, and everything was great. And we did little fundraisers in Columbia once a year, and it started growing and growing. So 3 years ago, I really wanted to focus the attention of it towards combat veterans. And the original goal was to do a concert called Songs for Soldiers and give the money to an organization to help combat veterans. When I was looking into who to give it to, I was just not really into some of the crazy administrative costs that I was seeing.
Right.
So I blindly just decided a bunch of my friends helped me get incorporated as a 501c3, and we just started very blindly, but I think it's helped us become a really pure, organic organization.
Right.
And we wanted to help 4 combat veterans a year, and it has since grown almost 100% each year. And now here we are 4 years later, a full-blown charity, and we've helped over 100 combat veterans and spent over $150,000 in which we've raised through at the concerts throughout the year, and then donations.
It's a great story. All right, so it's the 4th annual Songs for Soldiers. It's a benefit concert, September 10th, from 2 o'clock to 11 p.m. So this is like a Woodstock for veterans.
Yeah, we expanded it greatly this year. And it's a super family-friendly event, too. Tons of bounce houses, face painting. I mean, it's just so awesome.
And good music.
All right.
Great music.
Now, what is Mark doing here?
Mark came to us. He's actually a veteran that we helped. Was that about a year ago, Mark?
Approximately, yeah.
But yeah. And just he ran into a rough patch in his life.
Right.
And we helped get him out of the situation he was in. And as the organization was growing, I started a veterans committee. So whenever there's an expenditure over $500, I run it past my veterans committee, and they vote on how much we help and stuff.
Right.
And then I break the tie if there's ever an issue. But I thought, why not have a guy that we worked with and we'd become good friends?
Sure.
And so now he's on my veterans committee working with the organization.
That's great.
Yeah, Mark, let me ask you, probably the biggest hindrance to soldiers getting helped is understanding and saying to themselves, it's okay to seek help.
Right. And the thing that's really neat in my eyes about Songs for Soldiers is that I come from a background that's all about service to other people, and that's my identity. And what I like about Songs for Soldiers is that we are uniquely poised to help people reset. I don't care who you are, anybody can go through a rough patch. No one is immune to hard times. Anything can happen, and you hit a rough spell. With veterans that we reach out to, we help them reset, and they get to straighten things back out and get on the right track again. And we never go back and say, hey, can you repay, or can you pay it back, or whatever.
Sure.
Personally, I like the idea of paying it forward, and I'm jumping in, and it's my way of embracing the effort in general.
Sure.
And so I just really love the initiative and the way to help out my fellow brothers and sisters in uniform.
So your goal, Dustin, was to help 4 veterans a year. This is your 4th annual, and how many veterans have you helped out?
Since last year's concert alone, we're pushing 80.
80.
Really?
This year.
It's tremendous.
80.
It's tragic that you have to do this to help these guys
It is.
and gals, but it's tremendous that you're doing it.
But you know what we run into? I think there's a real stigma out there too, And we only this is no hit on all veterans, but we only do help combat veterans. And what we've learned so much in this process about what the real problems are here. And what it does come down to, and I think that people ultimately know this, is a charity or the VA can help you as much as you want, but it also comes down to self-responsibility. And we make sure our veterans know that. There's been several cases where it was pretty clear that the veteran wasn't trying his best either, or her best to help themselves. Like, hey, we want to help you. And we are really, truly an aid to that first step. And we have such a success rate of veterans.
Well, it's also hard for us to say that to a veteran. You can say that to a veteran.
Exactly.
A veteran can say that to a veteran.
Right.
A combat veteran can say it to another combat
There's been
veteran.
guys that don't want to say much about their story. Maybe they got in some legal trouble. And I tell them I'm a combat veteran too. And so, and then we just talk for a half hour about where we were.
All right, here's the concert. Songs for Soldiers, benefit concert, September 10th, 2 o'clock to 11. I got a full lineup of great bands. I'll mention some of them. The Dave Glover Band, Petty Cash Junction, Joe Dirt, Where's Charlie, Super Jam. Where do we get tickets?
You can buy tickets on our website through Ticketfly. It's only $10.
$10 at Ticketfly?
Ticketfly.com. It's on our website. There's a
And
link.
do you have a website? What's the website?
S for S, STL, the number 4. S, the number 4, S, STL.org.
What is Songs for Soldiers, STL.org?
That's our website.
Oh, Songs for Soldiers, STL.org.
Yes, sir.
Songs for Soldiers, STL.org. Dustin, you're always welcome here, my friend. Good luck. Thank you for your work. Mark, thank you for your service, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
850